Hello, we're live. Welcome. I'm John Binney, and you're watching our quantum psychic Akashic readings, clearings, and healings with my amazing co-host, the
Mm.
wonderful Viviane. Hello, Viviane.
Thank you, John. Hi, John. Hi, everyone. Ooh,
Excited to.
uh, play back there. Sorry.
Oh,
Hi, everyone. Grateful to be here. There's some voices echoing in the background. Apologize for that. Um, and so, yeah, I see we have some requests coming through already. Wonderful.
fabulous. Yeah, welcome to everyone. Hope
Hmm.
you're doing well. I don't know if the full moon has been exciting for anyone else, but I
Yeah.
definitely felt like a release today. Was it today, the full moon? I don't know.
Uh, yes, it's there. Yes, and it's so beautiful. I really love it. I was out yesterday. I went to a walk for went out for a walk in nature and sat under one of my favorite trees and meditated and
Oh,
took
lovely.
some pictures out. It was a really lovely day. So yeah, so I enjoyed the energy of the moon yesterday.
That
Beautiful
sounds
full
lovely.
moon.
Yeah, I definitely had a restful morning. I say
Mm-hmm.
restful. I was sat watching YouTube with my dog Patch and
Mm.
um, answering lots of comments from the video I did with Linda G last night. It was a lot of fun having her on my
Mm-hmm.
channel. Um,
Yes.
and if anyone wants to see that, I guess you just look at my page and it'll be like the third video um,
Mm-hmm.
back from. I also did one about um, like the government remote viewing experiences that I'd had. But yeah, it was lovely to catch up with her and also to gradually get through everyone's comments.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what else is going on? There's something else I wanted to share. And yeah, we're also going to try out, Viviane and I are trying out the quantum psychic practice sessions. So we're just starting with small numbers. So thanks to everyone that's signed up for those. And the plan is to have like a low cost way of people being able to come together and both practice, like amazing practitioners like Viviane, and also
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, clients that can be anyone, including people that I've previously trained to receive as clients as well. So looking forward to trying that out. And if anyone says that they're happy to share those videos, I'll look into that as well.
Yes.
Oh, and that was the other thing. Thank you for 7,000 subscribers. Yes, that's so
Yes,
exciting. Woo.
congratulations. I noticed that right before we went live. Yes, congratulations. Very nice.
Gina saying 7.01. Um, and it's funny
Mm-hmm.
because I think 7 is my, what do you call it, life path angel number. It's
Yes.
just always 7. Everything's always 7 for me. Um, so that's uh, that's really lovely to have
Oh,
that pattern as well.
nice. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll get started with setting up a safe space and just encouraging everyone to put their requests in capitals. And
Mm-hmm.
if you've been here before, you'll know that what we do is we randomly select as many as we can. Today we'll be running for now about an hour and 30 minutes total. Um, and we'll, whenever we select a request, please just say hello, um, that you're here in the chat, and it helps speed us up.
Mm-hmm.
700,000 will be coming soon. And I'll be like, thank you, Lynn, she's 7. And I love that you're 7 as well. Um,
Yes.
and it's funny, it'd be so me to like still be responding to every single comment, right? Like, what's that movie called with Jim Carrey? It's Bruce Almighty, I think. And he's like, he's God, and he's like
Yeah,
responding
yeah.
to all the emails.
Yeah.
um, or maybe by that point, John Chat GPT will be. I know a few of you have been asking about John Chat GPT,
Mm,
like where he is. Well, he's turned off just now because it costs £150 a month, but
yeah.
I can turn him back on any time. If anyone wants to fund a John Chat GPT, feel free to. But I know a few of you were asking because he's always awake, and you can ask
Mm-hmm.
him anything. Um, so maybe in the future. But yeah, we can get started and create a safe space.
Okay.
So if you'd like to join me please take a deep breath in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves you. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. Now focus your attention on the center of your heart. And from your golden divine spark at the center of your heart, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head and reach up into the sky and up into the stars, going higher and higher through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there connect in your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now this time from the center of your heart, as you allow your heart to continue to gently open, extend a cord of light down through the root of your spine, going deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there connect in your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out your golden bubble of protective light to surround you, about 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind, and set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, with your highest good, love, and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave the space immediately. And into our golden bubbles, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, our ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metron, Source, and Gaia. And we ask at this time for their guidance and clearing, healing and protection, and assistance with the integration of today's messages and healings. And through space and time, I create a golden bubble of protective light around all of us in the YouTube live stream and replay, setting the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good, love, and compassion for all, can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. I invite in for Viviane and I, our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metron, Source, and Gaia. And when called, we will also invite forwards the higher selves and guides of individuals that we facilitate requests for, setting the intention today to be able to help people that are both in most need of our gifts and abilities, and that we can help them as best we can. And also, when your request in all capitals is selected, please say hello in the chat. Let us know you're still here. And we'll do our best to both service you and as many as people we can over the next hour or so. And with that, we can get started. Wow, my throat chakra. I'm going to need several pints of water today, I think. Although I'm sure it was a song as well. That was a lot of fun today.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear my song today?
Not yet. The new one, not yet.
Oh, well, you'll know why. If anyone else has heard it, I'm sure you'll understand. It's a drinking game, yeah. Okay, so shall I choose first?
Sure. Yeah.
Great. Let's get. My clunky control. Okay, here we go. Choosing the first request in all caps. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop. Anne Foster. Anne Foster calling Anne Foster. Would Anne Foster please report to the live chat and say hello, please? And Anne is asking for a reading and any messages from your guides on your purpose.
She's here. Thank you, Anne.
Great. I'm here. Okay, thank you, Anne. So just asking Anne's guides, higher self to step forwards to assist with messages regarding your purpose. Well, that came fast. Would you like me to start?
Sure.
So there must be like a famous cartoon that describes better than I can visually. What I was shown for you, Anne, is it reminds me of something like, oh, I don't know, like a Tom and Jerry like cartoon or Roadrunner. And what's happening is you've got a backpack on, and you've got in your backpack you've got like these big slabs of concrete, and you're like they're made of paper. You're like picking one up in front of you and you're putting it down on the ground in front of you, and then you're kind of doing this with your hands. You're like smoothing out the ground that you place this this slab of concrete on, and then you're stepping forwards into it. And then you start to pick up your pace, just like in a cartoon. You're like, another one out, put it down, smoothing out the path. And so you're like smoothing this path out in front of you. And I was shown this at like multiple different levels, if you like. So to begin with, like many of our life paths, our purpose is to focus on ourselves first. So I was shown for you to start to understand this ability. One of your superpowers is to help create like a smooth path in front of you, regardless of what the terrain is physically and what it feels like energetically in your life. And it seemed like this motion that you're doing with your hands, like you could even do it physically, right? Just either sitting on the ground, or if you're you've got great mobility, putting your hands down on the ground and just like smoothing the ground and stepping forwards. And it feels like a love intention that you're placing into the energy, into the ground. And it literally does clear the energy in front of you and allows you to step forwards. And then I saw, after you've done this for a while for yourself and on your own path forward, so this feels like your life journey path, and you stepping towards and living your dream life more and more each day. Then the next thing I saw is you doing this at a much bigger scale, and I started to see visions of like the new world, like the new earth that we're all co-creating together. And I saw you doing that at a much bigger scale. And some of it, you were teaching people how to do it. You were saying, this is what happens. You can send in this love energy, and you can like smooth out the almost like terraforming, like doing the groundwork. Yeah, that's what I kept hearing, like doing the groundwork. So there we go. It seems like a really beautiful gift. And we all know that, the best worlds, civilizations, families, homes, tribes, communities are built on, you know, on solid ground and on strong foundations. How about you, Viviane?
Okay, and I got a message that well, first I saw writing a lot of handwritten notes, and you writing on this book, and then I heard you made plans for yourself. You wrote the book of your life, and then I saw you holding this book against your heart, and I heard you're on track. You're on track with you're on the right track with everything that was that you set out to do here. So that's really all I got for you, and I hope it helps you. But it was it's all in this book. It's all there for you. It's all laid out, and all your plans are laid out, and you are on the right track regarding your purpose for this lifetime.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw one of the comments about Wile E. Coyote and avoiding the, was it Joshua saying this? Avoiding the X, that's where the coyote always dies. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you'll have any X's on yours. But yeah, it's funny all the same. I haven't watched those cartoons in a long time. Sometimes I forget you can YouTube your entire childhood, right? So
Yes.
maybe I'll catch up on that. Okay. Must be your turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Right. Oh, close my eyes. I just need to make sure I have my mouse pointing at the right spot here.
Cool. All requests in capitals, please. We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is selected.
Okay. Josh Mason, you're asking for a clearing and healing. Please let us know if you're here.
I guess this could be like waiting music, right? Keep the music on until someone says hello.
Looking for Josh. Oh,
yeah,
he's
Josh is here.
Josh. Clearing and healing. Okay.
I can't believe after all these live streams that I've not created a custom song just for the live streams. I should, if not do an entire album for it, it would be fun to do. Okay. So just asking Josh Mason and your guides and higher self to step forwards to assist with the clearing and healing. It seems to be important that I'm keeping a distance. I think it's just to be zoomed out. And I'm seeing something flowing down through your crown, all the way down through. It seems to be towards the spine, all the way down through your body. It's like a darker energy. What are you seeing, Viviane?
I heard something about, initially, I heard about something as affecting the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that before. Anything related to chakras or anything would just straight go to the stomach.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see a connection between this
Yeah.
and the stomach. So you
Mm-hmm.
can go ahead with the stomach if you like. I'm just going to focus on it seems just connected to the spine itself, the whole spine. I'm just going to clear the spine now. And it feels like this thin, very thin entity that's running all the way through.
I see that too. I see like
the
this
spine.
dark, it's like a vertical, dark shadow line.
Yeah. Just taking that out. Return to source or never return here again. Return to source or never return here again. And then I'm just closing the wound at the top, and so the crown and the root. This source light from the highest dimension of source, with the intention to clear and heal. So closing the small wound at the top of the crown, and then healing all the way down through your spine. Healing the base of the spine and roots, and then connecting into earth. Okay.
So I don't know if Jason is experiencing stomach issues, but I was
Josh.
on. I'm sorry, yeah, Josh. I'm not sure if you were experiencing that, but I heard stomach right away, and then I took a look into it, and it was. Then I heard acid, and then I saw this. Everything was bubbling inside, and I saw the word stress in it, and it was just bubbling, uh, white thing, liquid. And I did a clearing, and then that calmed down. Is I don't see that bubbling liquid anymore. It's just calmed down, and I don't see the word stress in it anymore. And then I start to send healing light to it. See if it's.
Good, yeah. I hope that helps you, Josh. I was going to say, the only thing I could add that I saw was that before I moved the entity, you know how we sometimes describe receiving downloads often as
Yeah.
a positive thing of like, oh, I'm receiving new messages, about often for my highest good. It kind of felt for you, it felt the opposite. It felt like not necessarily that those messages were for you, but they were coming down through the top of your spine and going through this entity that was attached into your spine. And yeah, it was just this dark energy, and yeah, it didn't feel like it was serving you any good. Quite what its purpose was, intention was, I'm not sure. It was almost like it was nesting there, which is these things are always just really creepy. Yeah, I don't want to give too much power to it, but it's gone now, and we all get these things from time to time. Not exactly the same. Everyone's experiences are different, but I hope that helps you.
Yes. So I also heard diet. Josh, pay attention to your diet. After I did the sun healing energy and grounded the energy. So I hope that helps you. And do drink lots of water too after all this.
Fabulous. Let us know, Josh, if that helps.
Now is your turn.
Okay, choosing next request. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Joe Megan B. Joe Megan B, please let us know if you're here. Thanks, Josh Mason. you asking for any messages.
And thank you to everyone watching John's channel or my channel. Thank you for being here. And I see that Megan is here. Thank you for responding.
Fabulous. So I was getting carried away with the music. Thank you, Joe, Megan B, for saying hello. I just always feel like whenever someone has a username that I have to say the whole word, if I can. all the words, not just it wouldn't matter if there was like numbers afterwards as well. It just always seems important. Okay, so just asking Joe, Megan B, guides and higher self to step forwards so that we can assist with any messages for you today. So your guides, the first thing they're saying is, well done, like keep going. You're on a great path. I was shown, they were talking about, they called it they were calling this process that you're going through of healing in your heart called cycles. And they were saying that the cycles that you're going through are really helping you. And they're describing shining light into your heart. So all those areas that are the shadows within you, that we all have shadows. And when you're shining light into those areas, you're helping yourself bring awareness to them, and then you're allowing yourself to feel them. And if you want to bring some love energy to it, some forgiveness and releasing, and then letting them go. And then sometimes these are fears, right? They need some action. Sometimes you need to face something and step through it, like be a bit scared, be brave, and then do it anyway. But they were saying like that these cycles it's not important so much what they are or what they're about, more that you continually go through them. At least they're saying like something like for you, Joe, Megan B, like at least like once a week. And even taking a small action, even the first step of shining light is very helpful. But yeah, just a really lovely energy behind, and very supportive energy. So I hope that helps. How did you get on, Viviane?
I saw something very similar when I saw the heart, and the heart looked good, but it was changing positions. It was circling. I could see what times it was upside down, and it kept moving. And then I saw the word release over it, and then I saw other words, smaller words that I could not read, leaving the moving out of the heart, from the center of the heart, being released from the heart. And so that's what was what's the process that's happening now. And this release is very helpful to you, and it's just the most important thing that you can do now. And to move forward on your path, your own growth. But it was good because I saw the release happening. It was not like you were I didn't see any blocks. It was just like you're in the process of doing this release, and continue to do this release. So I hope that helps you, Joe, Megan B. And thank you for your question.
Whose turn is it?
My turn.
Your turn, yes.
Yeah, you chose Joe, Megan B. Okay, so let's see. All right, I'll cover my eyes. So make sure.
Choosing next request. Please say hello in the chat if you're chosen. All requests in capitals, please.
Okay.
Rosie.
True wisdom.
Rosy Tree Wisdom. Let us know if you're here.
And Rosie's asking for a message from guides about life purpose. Maybe a name of a guide. Oh, she's here. Thank you, Rosie.
Cool. Should we split it between us?
Okay, I'll work on the message then.
Okay.
That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll ask
Rosie.
for your guides' names. So just asking your guides and higher self to step forwards to Viviane and I. Assist with messages about your life purpose, and also for one of your guides to step forwards, introduce themselves, and to get a name, please. I'm going to type this in. And to introduce your guide, so it's like it seems like a mix of a name somewhere between human and Lyran, which I love. Your guide like came right up in my face, and she put her paw like just on my face like that, and then whispered, like I couldn't really see her, I could just see this paw on my face, and she said Chloe Chiara, and it reminded me of the Thundercats Cheetara. And I was like, oh, I said, you like the Thundercats? And she was like, it's like, I get it. I used to love the Thundercats so much. And she said, she was showing me, so I asked what the meaning of her name is. And she said, so this is why she had her paw on my face, is that imagine, you can have a very loving paw on you from a cat. And it's it's like there's just something very soft and very gentle and very loving about a cat's paw. Now, I've never had a big cat's paw on my face, but certainly I used to have a cat when I was a teenager. And then what I saw is she drew one of her claws, and it was like the middle one that we would use to flip people off with. And she that came out, and then she was like, not on my face, but she was showing me, she pulled her paw back, and she's saying like she can love, she described it as like love fiercely, and when something no longer works, she would never hold back from like cutting it away. And so it was almost like that middle claw was cutting something in half, and it being pulled apart. And it felt like a relationship. It felt like her meaning of her name, and one of her superpowers is beautifully fierce love for those that honor her boundaries and honor her. But for those that don't, she very cleanly cuts them out of her life. And I feel like that's also a reflection for you, Rosy Tree Wisdom. How did you get on, Viviane?
At first I saw her hands on digging. She was digging dirt, and I saw, okay, I heard connect with earth, connect with Mother Nature. And then she started like patting the earth, the dirt, and then I saw plant was growing, starting to grow. Then I heard you planted a seed, so you're nurturing that plant, and it's you have a tree in your name too. So it was interesting. But yeah, you planted this seed, and I saw it like growing, and that is something about your purpose is related. This is related to your purpose, and I stopped that after that.
Oh, lovely.
They want you to connect with the elementals, the elemental kingdom. That's what I got too. There'll be you don't need to go. Doesn't necessarily, you may not be into gardening and doing all that, but they want you to connect with the elemental kingdom. So have that connection with closer to nature and touching the grass and earth and be. Okay, I often plant seeds of information with people and let them figure it out without pushing. Okay, nice.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Allow the seed to grow.
Mm-hmm.
What's that song? I'm just hearing that song. It's sowing the seeds of love.
Oh yeah, sowing the seeds of love.
Sowing
Yeah.
the seeds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember that. That's a good song.
Okay. My turn then.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Your turn. Yeah, Tears for Fears, sowing the seeds of love.
Okay. Choosing the next request. Sub 5. Please say hello. You're here. You're asking for healing of your aura. It seems to have a large circle around. What does that mean? But I see a black line over my left shoulder and head. I also see what appears to be part of arm next to. Let us know if you hear sub 5.
Okay, sub 5. Waiting for sub 5.
The music will keep playing until you turn up. It's a punishment or a pleasure, you choose. Give it another minute. I think we're going to choose some of those. Okay. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Chiokobi, let us know if you're here.
Just say hi in the chat if you're here, please.
Let us know if you're here. And Chiokobi, if you're listening or reading the live chat, please confirm you're here, and then we'll do you ask for a clearing, or whatever you need from your guides.
Choko's here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'm just holding space for your rough 5 years, asking your guides and higher self to step forwards. We can assist with the clearing and anything else from your guides. I'm taken to the heart and lungs and chest, like this whole area. Yeah, just across. It's like the top of the lungs down to just. It's like down to the diaphragm. And this area feels really foggy. It's like this mist, this heaviness.
Yeah, I see that too.
And I don't think you know. So I had when was it? Somewhere around 2018, 2019. Like I lived for years with this like heavy fog in this area, and that's how it felt to me. Just asking your guide what this is. Your guide is saying a compression and suppression of negative energy. Okay, so it's a blend of your negative self-talk and then also other people's energy towards you that you've not been able to like push back on. These are like from conversations where you've typically like stepped back and held your like dimmed your light, like kept your voice closed.
Yes,
Okay.
from the heart all the way up to the throat space, the throat area, I think.
Mm-hmm. I was seeing some of it, the throat didn't really stand out, but it seems that a lot of it had been coming in through the throat. So
Yeah.
it was like kind of dumping it down there. It's like throat check is like, I'm just gonna like, you know, when you gulp, when someone says to you something and you're literally gulping fear down. That's what I was seeing you doing.
The whole time you're doing this, and I've been from the beginning. I keep hearing that song, "Listen to Your Heart When It's Calling for You," and over, as we're looking to her heart.
So I can. The first thing I can do is I'm being shown to like it's kind of like vacuuming out this energy out the chest. I'm going to bring it out through the front of the heart chakra. And then to bring in some dragon light language to burn away any of the remaining energy. I'm just extracting this now out through your heart gently. And it's almost like it, you know, if you left it in time, it would like form its own consciousness. Like you'd give enough power to it that eventually it would have that. Return to source or never return here again. And then I'm going to use some dragon light language just to burn the remainder out. Now, connecting in the center of your heart and burning away anything that no longer serves your highest good. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Just a little bit left. Return to source or never return here again. Mora ina tolro kamoro indikirama tinoro chamania. Just helping ignite the fire in your solar plexus and your sacral chakra and in your heart to help you naturally burn this way yourself in the future and also release it deep down through the root chakra and into the earth where you lay the ashes of what no longer serves you. Okay.
When you said lay the ashes, I heard phoenix rising, and then I saw this large phoenix. It feels better too, for sure, after you did the clearing. So drink lots of water. Chiyoko, sub 5, we called and we waited, and then we had to choose another person. We waited for you. Let's see if there's another comment from.
Yeah, for Chiyoko, there was this like birthing. I heard it was fascinating when I was talking about the energy from your heart and lungs having like it's like beginning to have its own consciousness. Like this is something we can do, is we can create consciousness in other things with sufficient energy and effort. Um, and so as you release this energy, this mixed energy of your own negative self-talk and others, and released it out, it's like it was birthing something new. And it didn't feel, because, and then I was asking what's being birthed, like is this a new kind of more like a low vibration entity that would go around, you know, causing problems for others? And the answer was no. Like every being gets to choose. And I know I often, for simplicity, describe, you know, things as negative entities or negative beings, but really we are just all simply beings. And then in every moment we choose our actions, right? And our actions can be very low vibration, very negative, or very high vibration, happy and positive. And um, that seemed really beautiful. You know, as you birth something, it has its own free will. So out of that quite traumatic energy in your chest, birthing something new, but also for yourself as well, as Viviane was saying, like you can rise out of these ashes yourself. Wonderful.
Yes. My turn now to choose another request. Okay.
Okay, please put all requests in the live chat in capitals. Please say hello if your name is called.
Julie Moon, please let us know if you're here. You're asking for a healing and clearing. If you're here, please just type hi and we do your request.
Thank you, Chiyoko.
Oh, Julie Moon is here. And one quick thing for Chiyoko too, when I, after you did the clearing, John, I heard, because I kept hearing that song, Listen to Your Heart When It's Calling for You. After you did the clearing for her, I heard, Now You Can Hear Me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Fabulous. So for Julie Moon, healing and clearing, please. Thank you. Some lovely emojis. So just asking Julie Moon to step forwards, your guides and higher self. We can help with the clearing, healing. There's this sadness, this heaviness. I see you like like an angel, but like your wings seem heavy and you've like got them like hung down with your head like bowed down. And it's like you're accepting something else telling you about it's like it's trying to convince you about your lack of worth, of self-worth.
The heart feels a little heavy, and I see a flower, but it needs water. You know, you see when it's all wilted. That's what I'm seeing near the heart.
Yeah, that's how Julie reminds me. So I've checked a lot. There's not another entity telling you this, which is really good. But what I saw, interestingly, is like if you imagine your auric field around you, and whether you consciously create a boundary or not, there's still an outside layer to it, to your existence. And what I saw is negative self-talk is coming out, from you, from your heart, and then bouncing off the sides of your aura, your auric field, and then coming back in to your heart. So it's like it's like a downward spiral, like you're constantly telling yourself this negative self-talk. Just feeling this vibration on my index finger. There's something I'm to touch. Some of this is human touch. We know how healing it can be to receive a hug, help from someone else, to know that we're not alone. So just holding you right now, Julie. And then bringing the attention to your heart. And I think Viviane to bring in source light into her heart and then start to light up her whole body.
Okay.
Allow her wings and arms to spread out, allow her to stand up. Was there anything you were going to do?
That was well the next step for her, as I cleared stagnant energy from the heart space, and I was going to bathe her in golden light.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's I'd love you to check in after me if I can do this.
Okay.
Column of light first.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Just filling your whole being now with this golden light of source from the highest dimension of source above, down to every chakra, cell, atom, vein, muscle, every nerve, every energetic, metaphysical, and physical path of your body, to bring this healing light all the way down through you, helping you remember what a beautiful soul, unique soul you are, in a beautiful, unique body, experiencing this human journey, doing the very best you can in every moment. And all that is asked of you is to give yourself enough self-love to continue with each step, each day, grounding you into earth and helping your angel wings spread back open again, helping you stand up tall. And Source asked me to place this little rainbow at the center of your heart to help you, remind you that even sunshine can come out of the rain and create the most beautiful miracles right in front of our eyes, a reflection of what's in our heart. Good. And yeah, please go ahead also, Viviane.
I can see that the flower that I saw next to her heart looks better now. It's upright, it's not all wilted down. And I can feel the energy overall feels better.
Good.
Sending more golden light and grounding that energy. Yes, much better. I don't feel that heaviness in the heart, and like I said, the flower. Much better. Drink lots of water, Julie Moon, and take good care of yourself. Lots of self-love practices and self-care.
Wonderful. Must be my turn.
Yes.
Okay, choosing your next request. Beep, 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 beep. Donna Marie, let us know if you're here. Calling Donna Marie. Please say hello in the chat. Struggling with trust and feelings of low self-esteem in love relationships. Can this be removed? Let us know, Donna, if you're here. We've been going for an hour now. Just please do check that you're caught up with the live. Sometimes our YouTube players lag behind.
Yes. Sometimes I need to refresh the browser, make sure that it's not. You're welcome, Julie Moon. Drink lots of water and take good care of yourself.
Yeah, water that flower.
And thank you all that are here watching through John's channel or my channel. Donna Marie, please say hi. We're waiting for you. If you don't respond, we will have to switch to a different request. But Donna Marie, you asked for help with self-esteem, and you checking to see if anything needs to be removed.
Yeah, Lulu says Donna's there, but she's working. Here, let me try this. Donna, Donna, we're here. Stop working.
Yeah.
Or we could do it like telepathically. Here, we try. I think she's chatting with someone.
And
so I'll choose someone else. Summoning Donna, yeah. Yeah. Summoning Donna. But okay, so let's try someone else. I get my trackpad working. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Little bird. Oh, sorry to hear about your grandson. Little bird, are you here? I think we just saw you a minute ago.
yeah.
Let us know if you're here, little bird. Little bird, are you here?
Okay, little bird.
Oh, there's a little red robin in my garden this morning as I was just sat,
and little bird is here.
doing work. It's beautiful. Robins are incredible. I don't know how these little animals like survive through the winter. It's just incredible. Okay, little bird's here.
Okay, little bird. Sorry to hear about your grandson. Okay, healing for grandson.
So I'm going to invite forwards both for you, little bird, and your grandson, your guides and higher self. Just seeing the fracture. There's definitely hope. I mean, it's more than hope. It's like the skull already knows a path of healing. And I'm seeing like it's almost like the fracture just needs some guidance about where to continue to rejoin, where to come back together. And I plan just to bring in golden light into the head and crown and just fill that whole area and then help guide the whole skull to help, like, almost like bringing the attention of the whole skull to see itself in its entirety. I feel like the bone is aware. Is that okay, Viviane?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And for the rest of the body also. Okay. Yeah, just being gentle for now. How did it look for you?
Yes, when I looked into it, I saw it was like an oval shape energy, like surrounding them. The head was like this, the energy shaped like this, and like this side of the head here that needed attention. And it was actually shown in yellow to me, not red. Usually, when it's really worse to me from when I get my master's, when it's red, it is more aggravated than. In this case, was shown in yellow. I just heard healing in progress.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way of describing it. Yeah, I felt that even before we started.
Yeah.
That there was absolutely a hope and an unassisted path of healing. And you're saying it was the same accident where you broke your neck. The swelling has gone, is going down.
He's 17. Okay.
But yeah, holding space for you both. And yeah, I felt there was definitely, I was trying to understand the age, and I can only describe that for him, there was still this like, there was still some changes going on in his skull, like as part of growth. But it, I mean, I don't know that much about your skull and what happens in the later teens, but it felt like there was still a little bit more to go. And in part, that's one of the things that's helping as well, is that there's like there was still a little bit of growth and continued reconnection going on with the skull anyway. Well, I hope that helps, little bird.
Okay.
Whose turn?
It's my turn now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll close my eyes like this.
Or choose the next request. Please say hello in the chat if your request is selected, and please put all requests in capitals so that we can take note of them. Thank you.
Oops. Lisa F. Are you here, Lisa F? You're saying you're looking for a new job. Can you see what your new job will be? What your new job will be, and how if I find one.
We haven't done Lisa before, have we? Well, we've done Lisa before, but for a new job, I don't remember.
I don't
Getting deja vu.
If he was related to a job, but I know we read for her before.
Was it IT services? We were talking last about a job. I don't know.
I think it was. And Lisa is here. Thank you, Lisa.
Fantastic. Okay. And you're asking how to find it if you find one. Okay. So asking Lisa F and your guides, higher self to step forwards to ask about finding a job and if you find one. I can barely finish a gulp of water before I just got the answer. So it's like, they're like, Okay, let's get this straight. Yes to the last question, if you find one. And then secondly was I was just showing your heart open. And I think what you're doing is you're on your laptop or computer and you're looking at some websites, some job websites. And with an open heart, it's like when you shine a torch in a dark room, you can't really see what's in the dark room until you shine the light. And so this light, this love energy from your heart, so this is your love energy shining like onto your computer screen, allows you to see much more clearly what's a good match for you. And you'll feel it too. You'll feel it the way back. You'll be, you know, I was guilty of this when I hired many people, was copy and pasting job descriptions and not really thinking too much about it. But what using your heart's good for, many things, but including feeling the energy behind it. And you should be able to discern with your heart this feeling of, oh, they copied and pasted it, but maybe it's a good place and a good job. Or maybe they, you know, wrote a lot, but it's not actually very helpful. It's not a good match for me. It doesn't feel right for me. There may be other ways of searching and looking, but that was just the first example I was shown. How about you, Viviane?
Okay, I heard, first thing I heard was local area, and that the opportunity is nearby. And you're going to have more than one to choose from.
Yay.
So that's good.
That's wonderful. And I would say just general advice for people, just remembering a client session I did earlier, is that thinking of the feeling, how does the new job feel for you? Even writing that down is really, really helpful, because all of these, if I was to share one thing about manifesting things I've felt are, the most helpful in my life, would be the feeling behind them. It just,
Mhm.
what does your perfect job feel like to you? Write down the
Yes.
words, and then when you're hunting, you'll be looking for that feeling. You'll be attracting those feelings in as well. You'll
Mhm.
know when you find it. Okay. Well, good luck with your job hunting, Lisa.
Yes.
And let us know. Please come back in a live chat sometime and say hello again, and let us know how you get on.
Mhm.
Okay. My turn?
Yes.
This is a guess. It's like uh it was funny just before I came in here today. My wife said, "Oh, you're going back in your cell, are you?" And I was like, don't call it my cell. This is like it's now its new nickname, and I'm like, oh, it's terrible,
Oh
but
no.
I don't know, everything for a reason, right? It's spring is coming, summer's coming, and it's all happening outside, John. And
Mhm.
more of this outside. You'll see me doing these more in my camper van and stuff, so
Yes.
that'll be a lot of fun. Okay. Bit of music. And choosing the next request. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Our Santa. Please say hello in the chat if you're here.
Okay, our Santa, waiting for your reply.
Calling or Santa. Our Santa's here.
Okay.
Brilliant job. I'm glad you're enjoying singing. Okay, good. So just asking our Santa and your guides step forwards, and you'd like some spiritual guidance. With what direction do you go in? Okay. So I'm being shown Oh, I wish I had some props here. It'd be really handy. My glass is too full to use it. I would just pour water over my head. But what I'm seeing is like over your eyes and over your third eye, like a cone, right? So imagine this cone that you like kind of stick on your head like this, and then it comes down to a point at the end in front of you. And what I was shown is that you can't drink in a whole ocean at once. You can't read all the books in the world at once, and instead to focus on one thing at a time. And it's like following your heart to the next thing you want to to explore more. And what I was seeing was this like some of this is your own like spiritual beliefs and your own wisdom and knowledge that you seek. And then also some of it's about your life purpose and what you want to do. And it doesn't matter what you choose, other than it must meet the criteria of that it has some joy and happiness in it for you. And this could be a rabbit holing about something that's happened in the past or something that might happen in the future. I'd call this maybe more like the kind of truth aspects of your reality and your own personal research into interesting topics. But it also applies to your career, what you want to do with the rest of your life, like your life purpose. And so choosing one thing and then going through this like immersive, like dive into it, and then allowing it to like go through an integration process. And don't be afraid to say no to it at the end, right? Go, that was very interesting. It was very fascinating, but turned out it wasn't for me. And you move on to the next thing. But at the moment, I'm seeing the kind of opposite way around. It's almost like it's like a traffic cone where you like the points here, and then you're trying to consume everything all at once. So the opposite will be very helpful. Focus on one thing, explore it, ask yourself, does it fill you with joy? And if it does, follow it, keep following it. If it doesn't, move on to the next thing. How did you get on?
I saw our Santa had a straight line of, it looked like white cement blocks and a space in between. And then I saw you walking in this way. You kept like going around them, moving forward, but going around all these blocks. And then you stopped and you was like, wait a minute, this is not working. Then you went back to the beginning. And I heard it's okay to start over and start over with a fresh it's okay to have a fresh start with a clear mind. And then I heard take one step at a time, and then I saw you then moving forward that way with more not walking so fast, but you had a better idea where you're going. It was more you getting a feel for where you're going next, other than just going through the motions. You were more in tune with yourself and what you want to do next. So
I love that.
yeah, I hope that helps you. But yeah, it was interesting because that is something different. I haven't seen anything like that before with those blocks.
Yeah, and while you're saying that, I heard, imagine knowing everything in the universe, which I've never really thought of like that being a thing. But imagine that was true. Imagine if you knew, you'd read every book, you'd seen everything across every single planet. But if you had no feeling attached to it, if you had no emotion to it, it would all be like this kind of meaningless, archive of information that would be useless to you because you'd have no joy from it. And so the opposite is also true, to explore the things that just you feel gravitated to and that you feel brings you happiness. There's a much smaller universe of those things than there are of those that make you unhappy. Great. We've probably got time for one more.
Okay, so I'm choosing the next one now. Okay.
Thank you.
Oops. Ooh, that was fast. I did it fast. So I didn't get time to play the music. Sorry.
Sorry, it's just quiet. Thank you, Arsanta. And Chris the volunteer must be here, right? Because they just posted that.
Yeah, okay. So Chris, you're asking for a healing and clearing of any energies attached to you or your home.
Cool. Should we do one of us do the home and one of us do Chris?
Okay, I'll check the home.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just doing a clearing of Chris of these these are like small. They remind me of like little critters. I'll explain what these are after I've cleared them. Inato teramaka imoro tarai makono mirakama. So I've pushed these out of your home also. How are you doing with, or how do the boundaries of the home look? Do you need any help with those?
Yes, actually, I was just starting to. It seemed like that there was. I didn't really see a boundary. It was like everything was too close to the house.
Mm-hmm.
There was no space. I didn't see expansion around it.
Okay. I'll help create these boundaries now. So, under the authority of Chris the Volunteer, I'm placing this boundary firmly in his heart and in his hands to be able to create and maintain or close down or remove these boundaries at any time. Create the sovereign space where only energies and entities with Chris's permission, highest good love and compassion can see him, access him, or exist within his home or within him. And all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Okay. Yeah, there was just there's a lot going on. The first thing I saw, what was attached to you, there was like 4 or 5 small, like this sort of size entities, and they're like like bite, like trying to bite at you. They were trying to get closer to you. I've never seen them in groups like that before, but I've seen them individually, and I would describe them as like a tracker entity. And so what they often do is usually I would see them in someone's home and they'd be like hiding in a corner. They're not like the most intelligent or sophisticated of beings, but they're often placed there by more darker beings that want to come and find that place again. And if left, especially at night and when the home is quieter, these little beings themselves will cause a little bit of mischief and disruption, but they're not the main protagonist. And I kept being shown like letters pushed under your door. And I really interestingly, I had this just this morning. There was a ripped page of a book, and it was lying outside of my house near my front door. And I picked it up and I was going to take it inside and put it in my recycling. And my guide said, no, do not accept that in your home. And I was like, why? And they said, it's loaded, like it's negatively charged. Why would you bring something in your home that doesn't have, that you didn't choose to bring in? Only bring in things into your home that you consciously feel is a good idea. Just like people, any object we bring into our home is the same. And so I took it around the outside and I put it in a nearby street rubbish trash bin. And I feel like there was this message of like people slipping messages under your door, felt also quite metaphorical for some relationships and connections you have in your house and in your life. And so, how to describe it? You know those feelings when someone says something and you let it slide? That's what it felt like. There's
Mhm.
energies of different people and things going on in your life, and you could argue you're being not fully consciously accepting of some of this. And so really reaffirming your boundaries will really help you. And yes, Viviane and I saw there was no real boundaries to your home. And even you're saying, Chris, I did just sage the whole house. I'd recommend you go around your home. So first of all, walk around the boundaries, even if they're like awkward to, like, my garden's quite small, but you can squeeze through some of the passages down the sides of the house. And I would walk through every single area and say very firmly, this is my home. You could keep saging as you wish. I often feel like it's useful to have something in your hands or a crystal or something that you would express your intention through and just say, this is my home. I choose who enters this space. If you do not have my permission, you must leave immediately. If you do not have my highest good, you must leave immediately. And then go straight inside as well and go around every single room and like walk the room, like the shape of the room, and do the same thing. And then at the end, finish at the front door, like, or the main in and out. Like if you use the back door the most, like wherever it is, and like stand there and state a claim. This is your home, and don't allow anything that doesn't serve your highest good to come in it. How about you, Viviane?
Yes, actually, like we said, there is no boundaries, because I saw initially just the outline of the house and with no boundaries, and I created a bubble protection around it. And I also asked Archangel Michael to standing in each corner of the house for protection. And while you just talking to Chris now, I heard you two open when you're talking about, it could be also the people you invite over into your home and your life. And he said, okay, he's saying here he lives in a row of houses. Yes. But yeah, it just felt like that you're too open.
And I'd also recommend, yeah, I agree, and I'd recommend this as well. These are my free 14-day spirit guide meditations. These are the 14-day ones for negative entity removal.
Mm-hmm.
You and your home were in the early stages of, I describe it like an area of interest for demonic activity. I didn't see any evidence of that other than these little entities. So having them out the way is very helpful because you become much less interesting. And you know how things grow and fester? That's the general idea about how these things work, is that you allow things into your life that, the smaller things, you let the smaller things slide and they grow one day to becoming big things. And living in a row of houses, yeah, I'd recommend you, when you visualize the space around you, and this is what I was doing, is like, it's like you're creating a bubble. Like let's say there's, if you're, I don't know if your house are terraced where they're physically joined together or whether they're separated, but on your side, basically everything that says on paper, this is what you own as the land. This is your boundary that you create. And I have, one of my relatives has a terraced house where there's about 11 houses. They're all connected together, so they're not separate. Yeah, in that case, try and see where often it's almost like the row of bricks, like halfway through the row of bricks between the two buildings, is the line you would draw. It's just being clear that it exists, right? It energetically, there is a boundary you can still create even though the houses are joined. Okay, well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along.
Yes, thank you all.
Viviane.
Thank you, John.
And I will bring our session to an end. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Archangel Metron, Source and Gaia, and every soul that's participated in today's session. Please do drink as much water as it feels right for you, get plenty of rest, and step outside the session bubble as I close it down and return to Source, or never return here again. And please take care of yourselves, everyone. And we'll be back on Monday here. And I look forward to catching up with you all. Please do check out my website and also check out Viviane's channel. Or if you're on Viviane's channel, come over and check mine, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So
subscribe to both channels and hit the. Go ahead.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Good love. Bye.